Here's something that may support you in regaining up to 2 pounds of lean muscle in just 30 days by swapping out one common breakfast food. And the answer is hiding in 5 breakfast foods that rebuild muscle after 60. Your body feels weaker every month, even though you eat well, take vitamins, and stay active. There's a condition called sarcopenia. Basically, your muscles shrinking faster than your body can rebuild them. Picture a sand castle at the beach. Every wave pulls away more sand. That's happening inside your arms, legs, and back every single day after 60. Research suggests seniors can lose a significant portion of muscle mass each year. Therefore, the question isn't whether this is happening, it's how far along it already is. But 5 specific breakfast foods may help flip the switch back on. The 5th one has been used by traditional Chinese practitioners for generations. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear morning plate that supports you in feeling 40 again. Drop a comment. Where are you watching from, and how old are you? You've been told to eat whole grains, cut fat, and choose lean options your whole life. Sounds smart, but your muscles don't care about food labels. They care about building blocks like amino acids, healthy fats, and specific vitamins arriving at the right time. Therefore, when you sit down to white toast, skim milk oatmeal, or fortified cereal, your body screams for raw materials and gets empty promises. White bread is one of the worst offenders. It converts into pure sugar almost instantly. Your blood sugar rockets up, and the insulin wave actually blocks your muscles from grabbing protein. It's like locking a construction site when the workers show up. But after that sugar crash, your body starts ripping apart muscle tissue to create emergency fuel. A study following 2,000 seniors over 3 years found daily white bread eaters lost 23% more muscle mass. Therefore, that morning toast isn't saving time, it's costing you strength. But white bread is just the beginning. Something remarkable happens between midnight and sunrise. Your muscles don't just rest, they run a full repair operation. Every step, every bag you lift, every chair you push out of creates tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers during the day. That sounds bad, but it's actually the spark that ignites growth. Your body detects those tears and sends repair cells rushing to patch fibers back together, thicker and stronger than before. Therefore, sleep is construction time. But here's where everything falls apart for most people over 60. That overnight repair crew needs supplies, amino acids, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals delivered first thing in the morning. Breakfast isn't just your first meal, it's the paycheck for your muscles' night shift. Skip the right foods or eat the wrong ones, and those repair workers walk off the job half finished. Therefore, stop feeding your muscles foods that shut down the factory, and start loading your plate with foods that fuel it. But before the 5 rebuilding foods, you need to understand the remaining breakfast mistakes silently wrecking your progress. Coffee on an empty stomach. Almost every senior does it. Eyes open, feet hit the floor, kettle goes on. But watch what happens inside your body. Caffeine lands in an empty stomach and triggers your adrenal glands to dump cortisol, your stress alarm, into your bloodstream. On an empty stomach with no food buffer, cortisol sends a survival signal. Your body thinks danger is coming. Therefore, it tears apart muscle tissue and converts it into emergency glucose because muscle is the fastest fuel source available. You haven't even eaten yet, and you're already losing muscle. But the damage continues. Research suggests this fasted caffeine surge can suppress a growth hormone called IGF-1 for up to 6 hours. That means even protein eaten later stays locked out of your muscle building system. A study tracking 1,600 seniors over 14 months found coffee before food drinkers lost 22% more muscle than those who ate first. Therefore, the fix isn't quitting coffee, it's eating something before that first sip. But processed meats are another story entirely. Bacon, sausage, deli ham, they feel like protein-packed choices. But within 30 minutes of eating processed meat, something ugly happens in your gut. The nitrates and nitrites preserving that meat convert into compounds called nitrosamines. These flood your bloodstream and head straight for muscle tissue, triggering a wave of swelling. Your immune system mistakes this for an actual attack and starts breaking down the very fibers you're trying to protect. Therefore, bacon isn't feeding your muscles, it's setting off tiny explosions inside them. But those nitrosamines also damage mitochondria, the little engines powering energy and repair inside your muscle cells. Once they go down, muscles can't fix themselves. A study of 1,400 seniors found processed meat eaters experienced 33% more muscle breakdown than those who avoided it. Therefore, every strip of bacon trades short-term taste for long-term weakness. Now, if this is changing how you think about your morning plate, tap that like button. It tells your brain you're paying attention to your health. Hit subscribe so you never miss what's coming next, because the rebuilding foods ahead may help reverse everything these bad breakfasts have done. Oatmeal with skim milk sounds like the most responsible breakfast alive. Every magazine recommends it. But watch what happens when that combination enters your system. When fat is stripped from milk, the delivery system your body needs to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K disappears with it. These are fat-soluble vitamins. They cannot enter your cells without fat carrying them through. Therefore, you're eating what looks vitamin-rich, but your muscles receive almost nothing. It's like mailing a package with no address. But the damage goes deeper. The unbalanced protein left in skim milk forces your body to pull calcium and magnesium from existing muscle tissue just to process it. You think you're nourishing yourself? Your body is quietly cannibalizing its own muscles. A study following 1,900 seniors over 18 months found skim milk oatmeal eaters lost 29% more muscle mass than those using whole milk. Therefore, that healthy bowl is one of the most deceptive muscle destroyers in your kitchen. But the final danger food is even more common, sitting in 90% of senior pantries right now.
That cereal box says fortified with 12 vitamins. Sounds safe. But refined cereals are missing the amino acids your muscles desperately need after overnight fasting, specifically leucine, lysine, and methionine. Without those building blocks, your body enters emergency mode and starts dismantling existing muscle tissue to harvest what it can't find in that bowl of flakes. Therefore, your quick, healthy breakfast forces your body to eat itself. But heavy processing also creates compounds called phytates and lectins, tiny thieves that latch onto amino acids from foods you eat later and flush them out as waste. Even chicken at lunch or fish at dinner gets intercepted by residue from morning cereal. A study tracking 2,500 seniors over 22 months showed daily cereal eaters experienced 37% more muscle loss than those eating protein-rich breakfasts. Therefore, fortified is the most misleading word in your pantry. Those are the 5 breakfast mistakes: white bread, fasted coffee, processed meats, skim milk oatmeal, and refined cereals. But here's the good news that changes everything. Because the 5 foods coming next don't just stop the damage, they may actually help reverse it. Consider Margaret, 62, who couldn't stand from a chair without pushing off with both arms. Every morning she grabbed 2 slices of white toast. Fast, simple, familiar. But that toast silently drained her muscles daily. After replacing it with the muscle-supporting foods in this video, something shifted within 2 weeks. Her energy climbed. She took stairs without the railing. She described feeling like her 40-year-old body returned. Therefore, one breakfast swap changed her entire physical confidence. But she isn't alone. Harold, a 71-year-old retired carpenter, ate 2 bowls of Raisin Bran with low-fat milk every morning for over 20 years. His hands shook so badly he abandoned the birdhouses he loved. He couldn't lift lumber. But after switching to protein-rich morning meals, his hands steadied, his grip returned, and he recently finished a custom oak dining table for his daughter. Therefore, it wasn't age that stole Harold's craft. It was breakfast. Studies consistently show seniors who replace processed morning meals with whole protein, healthy fat breakfasts see measurable gains in muscle mass and grip strength within months.
Here's your breakfast blueprint. First, plain full-fat Greek yogurt. 1 cup delivers 20 grams of complete protein and 2.5 grams of leucine, the amino acid that flips your muscle-building switch. Research on 1,200 seniors showed an 18% increase in lean muscle after 12 months. Choose full fat. Add walnuts and berries instead of sugar. Therefore, one food covers protein,
fat and the growth trigger. But pair it with whole eggs and the effect multiplies. Eggs deliver all 9 essential amino acids, and your body uses 94% for actual repair, higher than almost any food. A study of 1,800 seniors showed 24% more muscle building after adding 2 eggs daily. Always eat the yolk. That's where the vitamin D lives. Third, half an avocado boosts amino acid absorption from everything else on your plate by up to 40%. Research on 1,400 seniors showed 19% better muscle protein use. Therefore, avocado makes your entire breakfast work harder. Fourth, 3 to 4 ounces of lean turkey or chicken delivers 35 grams of protein plus natural creatine for strength. A study of 2,100 seniors found 31% improved muscle strength over 16 months. But the fifth food, recommended by traditional Chinese practitioners for generations, is raw nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds provide omega-3s that calm muscle inflammation, plus magnesium and zinc, activating over 300 muscle-building enzymes. A study of 1,650 seniors showed 22% faster muscle repair. Soak overnight, sprinkle over yogurt or eggs. Therefore, your new plate is Greek yogurt, whole eggs, avocado, lean poultry, and raw nuts and seeds. 5 foods working together like a construction crew with every tool it needs.
Let's lock it in. Your muscles repair overnight, but need the right breakfast fuel to finish. White bread spikes sugar and blocks protein. Fasted coffee triggers cortisol that tears muscle apart. Processed meats flood fibers with inflammatory nitrosamines. Skim milk oatmeal strips away fat needed to deliver vitamins. Refined cereals steal amino acids from every meal that day. Therefore, your replacement plate is full-fat Greek yogurt for leucine, 2 whole eggs for top-quality amino acids, half an avocado to boost absorption by 40%, lean turkey or chicken for creatine and protein, and soaked raw nuts and seeds for omega-3s and zinc. That's your blueprint. Now tap that like button, not for the algorithm, but because it signals your brain that you're taking health seriously today. Subscribe so you never lose this roadmap to a stronger body. But most importantly, share this video with one person you care about, a spouse, sibling, or friend feeling weak or unsteady. This information may help someone avoid a fall, sidestep surgery, or escape chronic pain. Sending this link makes you a literal lifesaver. Therefore, don't sit on this knowledge. Spread it. Your muscles have been waiting for the right fuel. Tomorrow morning, finally give it to them and start feeling 40 again.